Hey guys, good morning and happy Friday the 13th. So, before I do my yoga and talk to you about my yoga, I wanted to tell you something about Friday the 13th, which goes completely against the superstition that comes with this unlucky day. So, for originally, before it became this superstition scary movie thing, it was considered a day to worship the divine feminine that lives in us and all and in us all, and to honor the cycles of creation, death, and rebirth. Friday the 13th was considered a very powerful day to manifest, honor creativity, and to celebrate beauty, wisdom, and the nourishment of the soul. Doesn't that sound empowering and beautiful? Doesn't it? So a lot of people didn't know that, so I decided to share it because today is the day and it just made sense. So why not? So you probably can't see me because I'm outside and the sun is like reflecting behind me. It rained yesterday, so I'm going to do my yoga poses on the porch. So, yeah, grab your yoga mat, drink some water, and let's get into it. Today we are going to do my lower body hip stretches for flexibility because I'm trying to do a split. So these stretches are going to enable flexibility and open your hips, which will relieve the stress and tension that you might have in your lower back. So boom, boom, bonus. Grab your mat, drink some water, and let's get into it.
Inhale, chest open, arms wide. Exhale, hug yourself slowly. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hug yourself. We are grounding ourselves in this moment, becoming one with ourselves, really paying attention to how we feel. Right now, you want to sit down, stretch your legs out, and sit yourself up. We're ready to touch our feet. If you find that you cannot touch your feet, that is fine. With each exhale, you'll get a little bit closer to stretching deeper and closer to your toes. So don't worry about what you cannot touch. Focus on the feel of how you feel. You're releasing the tension, releasing any inflammation. Okay? You are stretching and lengthening your spine. Now, one leg in, one leg out, and we're going to lean over to the side and touch our feet. If you cannot touch your feet, again, don't worry. Go at your own pace, follow your body flow. And what this does, it stretches the sides of your back, releasing all that was pinched up close. It's just stretching it out, making you feel cool in the inside, relax, so your body can just work optimally. And you're going to switch and do the same thing. And remember, each pose we are holding for 30 seconds. You can count in your head or use a timer. Either one is up to you. At the minimum, you want to hold it for 15 seconds, but you want to make sure you're holding it at least 30 seconds if you can, so that you can really get used to putting your body in this stretch position. And so that your body can actually stretch itself and it's more beneficial this way. All right, now we're going to do butterflies. Feet together, hands grabbing your feet, and we're fanning our legs up and down like butterfly wings. And then what we're going to do is lean forward, pushing our elbows and forearms into our legs, and we're fanning it out again. What this does is open your hips, relieving the tension, because I know I have tight hips, and this really feels so good to stretch it out, these two positions. Now we're going to stretch our legs as wide as you can and lean forward. This relieves that tension that you carry, that stress tension you may carry in the top of your neck. So you want to have your neck pointed down toward the ground. And you can really feel that tension in your neck just releasing and letting go the more you hold it. You'll also feel this stretch in the upper part of your behind your thigh and behind your knee, even in the Achilles tendon, just stretching everything out. This is also a full body workout, but it focuses more so on the lower body. And now we're going to move into the downward dog position, feet up. And if your feet can't touch the ground just yet, it's fine. Go at your own speed. Go at your own pace. So what this does is stretches and lengthens and relaxes your body. It stretches really your calf muscles, your thigh muscles, and just your legs all together, really just relieving that tension from your lower back and releasing it from your top of your neck as well. Just letting go and releasing all that tension feels great. And I'm just walking forward. Right here, I'm stretching up to stretch out my calf muscles. I am not on my tippy toes. I am actually on the base of the foot that's like right under your toes. So I'm standing on that and I'm really just pushing everything up. I am flexing my calf muscles, flexing my thigh muscles, flexing my butt muscles, really just pushing everything up just to get a flex and a stretch. This feels so good to do. And it also helps with building calf muscles. This is a great hand-eye coordination technique. When I first started doing this, it looked like my foot was having a seizure. But what I'm doing is basically like mobility exercise. This also helps with joint pain. So I'm just moving my feet left and clockwise, counterclockwise, up and down, left and right. This is a great hand-eye coordination exercise. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm folding one leg inward and letting my back leg fall back and resting my feet on the mat. It sounds so complicated and it actually is a bit complicated, but this is a very good hip exercise. Like, oh my gosh, if there was ever a hip exercise that you needed to do, this is the one that I suggest. It releases all the tightness and all the tension. And at first, it is so uncomfortable, but once you like relax into it, it feels so good. So, again, folding my leg over across to the opposite side of my body and letting leg, the other leg just drop behind me. You want to make sure your body is straight because this also works really great with releasing that tension from that back, from the lower back area. It's very important that you breathe. So remember to breathe. All right, now I'm doing some cat-cows. This is a great grounding position, but this is also works great for the spine and the hips, just both getting a really good stretch, and this also helps with mobility, releasing the tension off of your spine, releasing the tension from your neck. And now what I'm doing is I'm crossing my legs over one or the other and I'm looking behind me, stretching my back, my spine, twisting my back, spine, neck. Remember to have your elbow pushing up against your knee that is on top. And now I'm taking 3 deep breaths to just ground me and release. And now what I'm doing right here is getting into my split position. This pose right here actually does help with doing the splits. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just stretching my legs as far as I can while I'm holding myself up. This is a really good exercise to do if you're trying to do the splits. So again, I'm just stretching my legs and I'm holding myself up for as long as I can before I feel excruciating pain, and then I'm releasing. So this is as far as I can go right now. My goal is to actually do a split. These exercises stretch out the hips. And notice that I did these stretch positions last, okay? I didn't jump right into it. I eased into it. Namaste, you guys. Thank you for watching.